The first movie I remember watching was an animated film called Ponyo. It's about a little magic goldfish girl who realizes that she wants to become a human after meeting a young boy who teaches her the wonders of the surface world. As much as I loved the plot of the movie, what really entertained me was the voice acting. The way the characters were able to change their voices to fit a certain character amazed me and inspired me to try it myself. Thus began my love of imitation. Now, it's a well-known fact that children love to copy the people around them. Children learn everything they know just from imitating what they see. As babies, we mimic the strange noises coming from our parents, and one day we say our first word. We copy pages and pages of handwriting sheets that learn how to write the alphabet neatly. And most never really consciously process this information unless someone points it out. Instead of using mimicry to learn basic skills, I would use the concept of it to change the pitch and tone of my voice to sound like my favorite cartoon characters. Eventually, I was able to sound like Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls, Mickey Mouse, and on a good day, Raven from Teen Titans. I even learned to imitate countless accents. It was the most entertaining thing for me. Whenever I hung out with my friends, I would randomly change my voice and laugh with them as we referenced our favorite moments from TV. As fun as it was, it came with its downsides. I started to notice that I was imitating characters almost all the time. It was fun to act like different characters, but I was basing my personality on the bits and pieces of characters I liked rather than creating my own identity. By no means was it all bad, since all the characters were morally good, but as a child it was still concerning. I was very young and I hadn't really thought about the kind of person I wanted to be. I was worried that if I continued my imitations, I wouldn't get to create my own identity, and I would only base my personality off of other people. For most of middle school, I refused to do any more voices. In turn, I became monotonous. Everything seemed so much more bland without mimicry. It took a while, but I eventually realized that I wasn't actually shaping my personality around these characters. My imitations were just a part of who I was, and there was more to my identity. I was the only one who could limit my personal growth. While I don't imitate characters as much anymore, my mimicry has helped me find people just like me. Some of my closest friendships are actually based on show references and voice acting, since the majority of them are also avid cartoon lovers. It also helps me express my creative side when I use the skill to create my own stories and breathe life into other fictional characters. What I once thought was holding me back from self-discovery ended up being the very road to it. I may not know exactly who I am yet, but it's comforting to know that I'm the only one who gets to say who I will be. I look forward to learning more about myself as I move on to the next stages of my life, and I can only wish that the rest of you enjoy that as much as I do. I'd like to thank my family for raising me to be the person I am today. Finding an identity is hard, and it would have been much harder if you weren't by my side. Thank you to my teachers for always having a story to tell and creating an environment that pushes us to be ourselves. And finally, thank you to my friends who have always stuck by me, even when I started ranting about shows and forcing you all to watch them. I'll always look back on the time we shared together fondly. And now I'd like to introduce one of my very close friends, Olivia Gersh.